Hey guys, wobble wobble wobble, this is Downtown Adrian J with the Kicking the Sounds in London town. You know I'm not in London, but that's what I say. Next stage of my project garage, and you can see, got a change of hat. I usually wear my baseball cap, but it's snowed and it's colder, and that's what that buzzing sound you can hear. I've got a heater in here. I'm going to put up some racks. Hey guys, before I put you back to the video, thanks for taking the time out to watch this. This is a long video. You can go on YouTube and you can find a video on how to do this in 5 minutes. It's not a hard job. This video is running about maybe 37 to 40 minutes long, and it's really extended. It's more a tutorial. So this video is actually showing you my thought process of doing the wheels and the tires and then making mistakes and doing things by tweaking and getting them going, eventually getting up. So it's a long extended video on how to put forks on the wall, and I want to thank some of the guys on Bimmerfest who gave me some really good ideas when I said, well, I'm going to do this and this and this, and they said, no, we told you to do that. So yeah, I have been given advice and I've decided to go the way I wanted to go. The studs, the walls, especially the brick isn't as thick as it could be, but for me it works, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. So just please bear that in mind when you watch my video. It is a warts and all video. Some people have like their blooper reels at the end. There's no blooper reel on this one. It is what it is. So you will hear me saying, please like and subscribe, and most importantly, please put your comments on there. If you think I've done something wrong, if there's something better that I can do, then please do. I'm not going to trash you for that. I really respect your views. If there's any professional builders, I'd really appreciate your insight. Okay, so I'm going to hand you back to the video. So these are the racks. I got them from hooks, rather. I got them from Princess Auto. Actually, about 15 bucks for a set of 4, and they also came with. Actually, I've got one here. Here's one I have unopened, and it comes with these anchors. So what I thought, excuse my garage, it's a bit of a mess. But usually, if you remember, I had the 2 racks, 2 on here, and they came up to about here. So I thought maybe I'll put the tires out and see how far they come. And as you can see, I can fit 3 tires here. So we've got 4 tires. So as you can see, in a row, it kind of defeats the object. Either I put like one here, and one above here, and that kind of defeats the object. I really don't. What I want to do is I want to put them at this kind of level. So the bottom of the tire is here, if that makes sense. So this bottom half down, just to make it easy to lift up tires. So then if you work on that premise, because I've got this here, okay, I work from there down. So I can put 4 of my tires up to about here. Then we've got what to do with these. So then I thought maybe I'll take my stuff down here and mount them onto the studs there. So I could do, but I don't like having it come out too much. Maybe I can fit, maybe I might actually do is take this off, put this up there, and I've got that kind of space. So I'm just kind of trying to work out what to do, and I just want to, part of the process in this is actually I wanted to kind of show you the process of thinking what you can get into your garage. I mean, I've sat down and designed it and then tweaked things. If you remember, I had this there, then I thought, no, it's better here. So it's all a process of tweaking and working out what to do and put stuff where. So at the moment, what I'm planning on doing is put 4 tires up there. Then as long as they're okay, then I'm going to strip everything down on this side and put the tires from the caravan along there. Now obviously I have to check for the studs because I really want them to go into the studs. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So next stage, I was thinking we want to put them up here and we have to measure them, and I want to measure them properly and try and work out where they are. So I thought, how am I going to do this easily? Because obviously they're tires and rims and they're heavy. So what I thought I'd do is make a template. So really, I didn't have a template. I didn't have any card or cardboard that size. So what I've got is I've got this bag, which I can open. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this onto the floor. I have my, if you remember, my little marker pen. I'm going to draw a circle, cut it out, stick it on the wall where I think it should be, in pencil, and I'm done. And then I can measure exactly how far, because really I want it to start from here, because then what I can do is, with this, I can put it up here. I really don't want a lot of things coming out here too much, because it's not really good practice. I like to have this area free, or I might move that down to the bottom or onto the other side, something like that. So anyway, that's the next stage. I just wanted to talk to you about the thought process which goes into, you know, working out what you want to do and then tweaking, and it's a process, right? So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm gonna cut the film, and then I'm going to show you the next stage after I've made the template. Right, so I've drawn a circle around there, and I put a little mark there because this hook is going to go through there. Right, so we've got our, put that on the floor there. So we've got our templates. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them where I think I need, give them some space, and draw a circle so I can work out exactly where I can put them. So I've just put a bit of tape on here. I have to make a little hole here and mark that. That's essentially where the things are going. But I have to make sure it's not going into the mortar. And this feels like it's going into the mortar. So I'll have to move it up a little bit. Okay, so I don't think you can see, so let me get in closely. Can you see here? I've kind of drawn a circle, so I know where the wheels are going to go. This is where I'm going to drill into the brick. And if we measure here, that's where it's going to go. Okay, so the tyres are going to, don't know if I can do this one-handed, sorry. See, the tyres are going to come out that way. That's going to be the profile, which is a lot better. Okay, so it's still the width of the tyre on here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down the wall and do my template, and I'm pretty good. Okay, so I've finished. So I don't think you can see properly, but this is the line. So I've got one tyre there, one tyre here, one tyre here, another tyre here. So actually it comes out quite a bit, because when you think, when you try and do, okay, let's put the tyres in nice and close. But the thing is, you need a hand to put in between here. So I'm okay on this side, so you need a kind of a space. You also have to make sure, well actually for this it doesn't matter, but for these I'll have to check the distance for the anchors, because it can't be that close to the thing. So I'll have to check. So I'll make sure that it's above the mortar. You can't drill into the mortar. And another thing, this is just a rough, so I know how far they're going to go. But once I've finished this one and put it on, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it to here, measure this here, and get it square, and get a plank and a spirit level to make sure they're straight, because there's nothing worse than being wonky. So this has to go a bit higher. So we're all the way up to here with 4 tyres. Now, I guess I could have doubled up and put them higher, but then you have to lift these tyres up, and to be honest, I mean, you guys probably know my back's a bit iffy. I don't really want to be doing that, although I'm not going to be doing all the time, and it's good exercise. I think this is about right. And once I've got that there, I'm going to clear that, put that on that side, and look at putting those on here somewhere. And the problem, again, the problem I'm going to have is I have to work out where the studs are, because I need to go into the studs. This is going into brick, but that can't go into drywall on these tyres. These tyres are a lot more heavier. So that's where we are. I'm going to clear up a little bit. It's a bit cold. I've got to do some other stuff. So what I'm now going to do is the next stage is I'm going to do a test one. I'm going to drill a test hole into there, put one on there, see how it looks, and then if that works, then I'm going to do all 4, and then we're good. All right, so don't go away. Done a bit of thinking, a little bit of looking around, and this is a 8mm bolt, and the diameter is 8mm, and this is 3/8. So if you kind of look at it here, it's sorry, I've got gloves on as well. It's pretty much okay. The next size I think is going to actually be too big, and you don't want it really too big. You want this to be a nice snug fit. Also, when you drill into the wall, you want this to be right up against the material. You don't want to drill too deep into there. So like when you're drilling, you want this, if that's the back of the inside the brick, you want the brick all the way up to there. So an easy way to work this out is to get your drill bit, put a bit of tape on there, and that's okay. Now, brick being brick, and I've drilled before, if you need to take this out a little bit, you can just kind of wiggle the drill while you're drilling it. It can make it a bit thicker, but I think that's going to be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a small pilot hole with that on my hammer drill, and I'm going to do this hole, and we'll see. I don't know if I can get this set up on something while we're doing this. So I'm going to be using my skill drill. I've never had any problems with this. This is quite cheap. Cheap but not expensive, and not expensive and not cheap, if that kind of makes a difference. It's got a hammer setting, so you want to make sure it's on hammer, and you've got a reverse. Got a reverse here. I don't want it on reverse. There's 2 drill speeds, so I'm going to see if I can just pile it in a little bit from here. Yeah, not too bad. That did it. Okay, so I just wanted to start the hole off, and I'm going to take this out and change the bit. Right, I've got to change the drill bit over. Now I'm going to drill it. Now that's interesting, because that seemed to go all the way through. So is this like a, I don't know why that did that. Did you see how it kind of went all the way through? I wonder how deep this hole is. Wow. It's only a small thing. I don't know if this is going to do it. Let's see what happens. This is too small. This is too big. Don't think this is going to do it. Yeah, it looks like it's tightening up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill another hole here. I'm going to back this off so I can take it out. And we're going to take it from there. I think that's better. There. It's caught. Now I'll take the bolt out. And that anchors in there. So really, I've proved that I couldn't put a proper big rack to hold, because that's not going to hold 400 pounds. Or, yeah, 400 pounds. So these bolts are going to only hold a pair at one tire, if that kind of makes sense. So when you tighten this up, these kind of expand open and into the brick. So just actually it's just as well I didn't get a bigger one, because a bigger one would have been not a good snug fit. So let's put this in here. Hope it's going to hold. I don't think it might not hold. See this one, there, it's caught. Now I'm going to torque them up and these up. There's definitely something happening on here, because they're definitely tight and this definitely isn't going anywhere. I guess it depends on, I can feel a resistance on there, so it's definitely opening up. Okay. Okay, we say we try and hang this up. Let's try it the easy way. Well, now why is this lower? This is lower. We're at the wrong spot, aren't we? This is weird. Wait a minute, what are we doing wrong here? Dun, dun, dun. Ah, I know. We can. Oh, I know. Do you know what I did? I measured it from that the wheel hole. Let's see if we can get it under. No, there's not enough on the back to put that on there, which I thought might be, which is why we have to put it on here. So, what I'm going to do is drill another hole on the other side. So, tip it up that way, and we'll try that. What do you think? We'll try that. Yeah, because what was happening was, let me get this in. I measured the wheel and I measured the hole here, but this kind of went in there, but there's kind of if I get another one, can you see it's got this, so the wheel has kind of got to go over that bit. And even though I'm trying to force it onto there, it's kind of not doing that. I'll give it another try, but I doubt. So it will, like this is fine, but from the back it's difficult. It's not actually, I'll try again. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So, this will give me a chance to try a smaller drill. So I'm going to try a smaller drill bit, keep this one here, take it out and move it up. So let's try that. what I wanted. Okay, that's good. Now, you'll see it pop through, but what I'm going to do, use a smaller drill bit. I don't know if it's going to be too small, but we're going to see. You can see how that went in. So, let us get another bolt. I don't know if this will... Now, it's too small, it needs to be the bigger one. But let's try if we can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, that's too small. It needs a bigger one. Oh, looks like we could tap it in. Yeah. Don't really want to tap it in. It feels a bit tight, and you should be able to tap it in, but not that big. I don't want to damage the screw, so we'll go with the bigger one. Let's get this a bit bigger. That goes in. You can tell it's in between those two drill bits that I've got. I might have to get another drill bit. Let's see. Let's turn it up like that. Get this in there. Okay. Okay, that's tightening up. Let's get a you see it's trying to catch. I mean, that's not going anywhere. I wonder what happens if we tighten it all the way. Maybe it's not gripping. Maybe it has to go a lot further. I don't know. Yeah, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to get my drill. I'm going to see if it just is. I'm going to see if I can get this to speed up the job. I don't know if it just needs a lot more. Ah, did you hear that? There, done it. Because the thread goes all the way up, right? The thread goes all the way up, baby. So it has to catch. So, and I had to use an impact driver with this stupid adapter. So, right, now we're in business. So, yeah, this isn't going anywhere. Let me turn you around to see. We have to like, a lot of this work is higgly, piggly, jiggly, diggly. I don't know if that's even the right words, but hey, there we go. So that's definitely not going anywhere. It had to come in tight. I don't know if I can just push it back a little bit. So now I'm going to, mount the tyre. So let's do it. So the BMW is up here. What do you think? It'd be nice if it was a bit higher, right? I've already blown 2 screws, well 3 screws. I've got another set. I really want to take it a bit higher, really, because can you see down there? Well, does it matter? I don't know. I'm kind of, the higher up it is, the better, right? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Oh, my phone's ringing. I'm going to do some more measurements. Maybe see how far I need this bit, right? I need this bit from here to here. So I know from here to there. I don't know. I'm thinking about this. Let me put it back up again. What do you think? What are you thinking? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a little think whether I want to blow. I've got more screws, so that's not an issue. I'll have to take this off, move it up. I need to move this up that much, or work out that much there actually, and then move it up that much. And I think we should be good. Really annoyed. I should have measured. What did I say? Measure twice, cut once. Okay, I'm going to have a little think about this. I'm going to put this off, wondering whether I want to really blow some more screws, because you can't take those things off with adapters. But I'm only going to put these 4 on the wall anyway. So I have got the thing, because I don't have any more room for these. So they're going to go there, and I can get different ones for those anyway. So I'm going to put you off, and I'm going to have a little think about this. Okay, so I've got it up, but I wanted to show you what the problem was. If you remember the template, let me get this in back out. If you remember the template, and 2 things, when I was measuring and checking it out, I thought, instead of messing around with the wheel and measuring it, I thought, I've got a template. Then I looked at the template, I thought, hang on a second, no, I did this right. And I looked at the template, I'd marked the hole where I wanted it to be, okay? So then I looked at it, I thought, no, hang on a second. That was for that hole, then we thought we were going to lift it up there. So then I marked that hole there for this, and then I looked, and if you can see the hole, I would have drilled the hole there. I would have made a boo-boo, because that is the hole, but the hole is here, and the hole I have to drill is here. So I had to measure up a bit, so that was good. I've just checked it and it's fine. I hope you understand that rambling. So let's get this this baby up. Okay. And that's what I want. That works. This is not going anywhere. You have to use that thingy to open it up. And yeah, it's not too bad. It's exactly pretty much on that line. That's what I want it to do. That is what I want. The space in here is good. The line was a little bit off. Well, it's just how this is. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all 4 up. I think this will work nicely. It doesn't look like at an angle. I don't think it's at an angle. Or if it is, I can't really tell. But I'm going to put a little bit of filler hole on there. I've got some white filler. I'll put some filler on there and do that. Now, the only thing I want to do, these masonry drill bits were after about the 3rd hole. I've drilled only 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yeah, 5 holes I've driven. And that's having a hard job now. So I'm going to go to Home Depot and get a couple of masonry drill bits. See if I can get some really, really good quality ones, even if I can only use them a few times, because that was having a hard time. So I'm going to cut off now, and the next time you see all of them up on the wall, and actually give this a lot of nice big bit of space here for me to do my stuff. Okay, so be back in a minute, don't go away. Hey guys, so I just went to Home Depot and I got one of these. It's a Bosch blue granite turbo drill, 3/8. I'm hoping this will do a better job, or at least enable me to finish it. I bought 3 of these just to be on the safe side. I've used my template and I've marked where I need to put the holes. It's quite close to the concrete, so it should still be okay. I'm thinking it should still be okay, so I'm going to drill some holes and see how we go. So I just wanted to report, this drill bit went through that like butter. I don't really want to video me drilling holes, but this is a fantastic drill bit. I got no money. I paid for this myself. It's a Bosch HCB G12, and it's blue granite turbo. And this one isn't really worn, but I'll have to drill a few more holes. But this went through it like soft like butter. Now, I'm not sure if I can do it properly, because as you see, it goes up in an incline or it goes down, so I can't measure it. So I drilled a hole there. I got a little bar there to see if it's level, it's on the same level. And if you can see the spirit level, it's nice and plumb. So I'm going to drill the other 2 holes, put them through. That should be, I'm hoping it should be okay, because the height looks about right. Okay, let's come back to that. I don't know if anyone can answer me this question. This is my old 3/8 drill. This is my new 3/8. I double checked that drill bit and this drill bit, both 3/8. And it says 3/8. But this is a shade bigger. Can you see, look at these holes? I don't know if you can see, but this is a shade bigger than that. That's why these aren't gripping properly. I have no idea why that is, but it definitely is a bigger. If you put it there, you can see. Difficult to see, but trust me, it's just a shade bigger. I don't know why that should be. So I've had to drill a couple more holes, and I'm going to mount that and see if that works better. There, that's better. This is so weird, I've never seen that the same drill bit is a bit bigger. If anyone out there knows why that is, let me know. So let's see what happens when we put these tires on. So that's that tyre. So do you think the other one's going to fit? Is this straight? Woohoo! I think it is straight. Yep, the thing on the bottom is there. Now, is there too much gap in between here? You think? I don't know. You really don't want stuff in there. You know what I might do? I might put some hooks on here, and I've got some of these bars I might put them on there. So that's not actually a waste of space. I might get some stuff in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the other two up and we should be golden. So we have finally finished. Let's see if we can show you a nice few shots. Here we go. Look at that. And they're all nicely above the line. That's not too bad. This one's a bit closer. And do you know what? I just realised why these are different. Because these are smaller. My car tyres are staggered. So I made the measurement with the bigger tyres actually. Well, one of them, I'm not sure, it must be the bigger ones. Because that's why there's a slight difference in size there. But, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I just want to get them off the floor. And they're nice. And if you noticed, with the exception of this one, I've got to move the BMW thingy bob. The M should be there. Shall I take that out? Yeah, what I'm going to do. Actually, it should be like this. Let's see. It should be like that. The M should be there, pointing up, and you've got the thing there. So that's better. So the M is there with the M pointing out to there. So, and although it looks like it's wonky, I guarantee you they're not, because I put the spirit level in all of these, and in between, and they're all okay. So yeah, it frees up all that space. Look at all that space underneath there. Now, so yeah, so the Princess Auto things, they work fine. They do as intended. These work as intended. It's just screwing them into the wall. If you haven't got the right drill bit, then you're screwed. And measure, of course. And I'm glad I did this because that's the only profile I got out here. Whereas if I'd had them turned around the other way, I would have had them coming out like to about here, and I would have had to raise them. And because this is a thinner brick with an air gap in between, I'm not sure I would have liked 400 pounds resting on these screws. It probably wouldn't have been the best. So anyway, if you liked it, like and subscribe. Please mash that like button and make a comment. I would absolutely appreciate it. So from yours truly, the Big J, and Jay said, peace out, Unity. I'm out of here like a thief in the night. God bless you. Take care.